What would you say? Okay, so that's how you disconnect, business owner. That's how I disconnect.
Yeah, I disconnect. Dude, no emails, no social media, no phone.
It's important for employees to disconnect?
Here's the thing. I think employees don't understand that they are already psychologically trained to disconnect. What do you think your weekends are?
Yeah, so true, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, what you think you'd like? What do you really reckon you need 2 days off?
Yep.
You are psychologically brainwashed to have 2 days off and disconnect.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because the other day I said to my employee, and I saw he was falling behind with stuff. I said, listen, okay, you're about to go away. Okay, if I need these things done before you leave, yeah? If you need to come in on a Saturday, I expect you here on a Saturday. It's like part of your employment contract. Like, if you're falling behind, Saturdays are available for you to work. They're not optional. They're not like, oh, no, I'm never going to work Saturday. No. If you need to work Saturdays, you work a Saturday. And he didn't come in. He didn't come in on a Saturday. I don't see the work getting done quicker, right, or things getting done, but he still didn't come in the Saturday because it's his time. You know what I mean? It was like, as you said, that's mine. No, it's mine.
Yeah, it's brainwashed.
Am I being a dick as a boss? But here you go. Here's the thing.
Could they do the work required within the correct time frame? Because you got to do one or two things.
We're talking about this today. There's so much shit going on. But I was saying about being busy and not productive. Right? I know that there's areas in their business, in their work life now, that I've been doing everything myself, that they need to improve on their productivity. I've seen it now. And that's what I'm going to sit down with them when they get back, both of them individually and together, and say, listen, you were away for this long, you were away for this long. During this period, I had to cover you everywhere and do all the shit that I do. And they all see how I work and what I have to do. And so how did I do it? I know what I did, and I know what needs to be done, and I don't expect you to ever work like me, because you're never going to be me, not your business. So I don't expect you to work that way. But in the same token, I do expect a level of competency and productivity at what you're doing. And me doing all of your work over the last 3-4 weeks has shown me holes in what you're doing. So now I need to show you ways that you can be more productive to get more done. And if that means I need to have targets there, if you need a time block, you need to do a whole range of things, well, that's what I'm going to help you do and achieve that. Because yes, you're right, you should be able to achieve everything in the day in your Monday to Friday. If you're coming in on Saturday, it's either because you want to get ahead or because you've fucked around during the week.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, the job is doable.
That's right.
In their 40 hours.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I think it can be. And then Saturday, look, there is needs for Saturday. Like, sometimes they might have to go to site and do something that's only available for them to do on a Saturday. So be it. Go and work. That's the role.
They don't get paid, I'm assuming.
No, because they get compensated enough. They get paid above award rates.
Yeah.
So whether or not you pay, when you work on a Saturday, it's an annual salary. It's not an hourly rate that I pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because I pay more than awards, even if you took into consideration the overtime they did on every Saturday they work, they're still getting paid for it.
How many Saturdays would they do a year?
The guys this year, I don't even think they've worked a Saturday. In the office, that is. The boys on site tend to work more Saturdays because stuff goes on. We get trades come in on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, you can look at it in one of two ways. Because I've been there. I've had that employee mindset.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
But I was very good at switching off too. I don't know what you were like. When I worked for when I was working in my professional career, I was really good at 5 o'clock or 5:30, whenever I finished, whenever I knocked off, the second I was in the car or on the train, there is nothing that's bothering me right now, yeah?
Do you, okay. Do you think that that's what they look forward to and that's why they don't work Saturdays? Because they're like, I'm switching off. I'm going to not switch off. Because so I used to do Saturdays, but I used to do it because it was overtime and I get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, work Saturday, make some extra cash.
Yep.
Half day or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yep. 100%. I think there's that. And then also that they, oh, fuck, I have to, this is my day to sleep in.
Yeah. I remember feeling like that.
Yeah. I reckon 100%. I reckon they feel like that.
Yeah.
But,
so you got to do one or two things. either make them do more during the week and tell them no about Saturdays, or give them a reason to come in on a Saturday.
Okay, I'll pay you less during the week, and then you come in and I'll pay you overtime on Saturday.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean? But I'm already paying, like technically I'm already paying you for Saturdays.
Yeah, but so people, there's value and perceived value are not the same thing.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
But this is where I mean, I think they've got it good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to crack, when they all get back, I'm cracking the whip. Yeah?
I'm going to come watch.
You should.
We'll come to a video.
Do it, yeah. So watch it. I'm cracking the whip. But it's not because, like, I'm not doing this from a, you know, an authoritarian point of view. I'm the boss, fucking work harder. You know, it's like capitalism.
If I was you, I'd buy a whip. By the time they get back. Set a few days, get a whip, and just sit there like...
You ready? Yeah.
Sit there practicing. I'd have like cans up and sit there smacking the cans, like... Wait till they come in.
Right.
Straight in the...
Might send them a couple of reels. Just go see what's...
Yeah. This is what's been happening.
You see what's about to be cracking.
Not only did I do your job, I also picked up a new skill.
But yeah, it's going to be a matter of that too. So listen, like you've got to lift your game. I've realized how much work you guys do. And I believe that they're busy. They do. And I'm probably making it sound like they do.
I got a very good question.
Yeah.
Is this everything a concern to you to buy the super yacht to be like bothered by one employee?
What do you mean by that? So
is this a concern to buy a super yacht? Like getting bothered by one employee, one or two employee?
Whilst I'm on the super yacht?
What's the question?
Yeah.
Like, is this a concern to you? Like,
it's a concern to me now.
Are you saying thinking
to buy the super yacht?
No.
I think it would be in the future. Like you want your employees to be productive.
Yeah.
The more productive they are at their role, then the quicker the super yacht's coming. You know, I need them. They need to be good performers. Like they get paid well. Everyone gets paid well here to do a job. And at the end of the day, they've got to perform. There is a level of performance in any role that you do. It's not a fucking holiday, right? Even though both of them are on holidays right now, you know, when you're here, you've got a role to do. You got to fulfill your role. It's the same as in any sport. Okay, no matter how good you once were, if you're not continuously performing, the team's going to cut you. You're going to either go be promoted down to the reserves, or you're going to get let go or traded somewhere else. That's the same in business. But why? We've got this stigma, oh, you can't just fire someone. You have to give them 3 warnings. You have to, no, fuck you. Like, if you're not going to do what you need to do, I'm not going to be held to ransom because you're a shit performer. Again, I want to reiterate, my employees are not shit. My employees are actually really good. They're excellent employees, right? I'm very fortunate to have a really good team. I've just seen inefficiencies now that I've been doing their job and my job. I've seen inefficiencies in what they're doing. Now, I take that as my complete responsibility because I haven't given them the skills or knowledge on how to manage their workload properly. So that is completely my fault. Now, after I tell them what I think they need to do to increase their productivity and have these targets there, if they fail after that, well, then that's a discussion I need to have with each of them and go, well, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
My idea was that, isn't it better to get everything straight up by changing the company culture in itself?
The culture, I don't think the culture is the issue here. I think it's more a management of their time. That's what I've seen because I've been able to complete all their work and my work predominantly by time blocking. Do you time block?
Sometimes.
So in this instance, I've had to set time aside to do certain tasks.
Yeah, I haven't had to at the moment because my calendar's open to the public.
Yeah.
So I try and leave it open.
Yeah. So I've had to time block and go, cool, on this day I'm doing invoicing. On this day I'm doing reporting. On this day I'm doing tendering. On this day I'm doing phone calls, whatever. So I've had to do that. Now with them, I'm going to set up a similar thing and go, cool, from now on, I want you guys, you're going to have this day for invoicing and you're going to have this day for invoicing. You need to complete all your invoices on a weekly basis, not cram study at the end of the month. Now I'm going to say, okay, this month, these are the packages that you need to get rid of as far as engage a subcontractor to do the work. A plumber, sparky, carpenter, and so on and so forth.
Isn't that micromanaging?
What do you mean?
Too much?
No. These are KPIs. I'm not doing the work for them. I'm telling them what their targets are. So each month or each week, they've got targets that they need to achieve because I know it can be done.
Okay.
I've done their role before, not just recently. I used to do it when I was working for an employer. So I know what needs to be done in order for that to happen. So if they're not doing it, then they're getting distracted by other things that aren't important, or they're wasting time, or they're not productive. Like there's things there that are coming up that they've got to fucking sort out. And if they don't, well, don't then come to me and say, oh, I deserve a pay rise. I'm working really hard.
Hey, last question.
Please.
Would you do the same if you had 1,000 employees?
It would be on a different scale. I would probably have managers rolling this out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing it individually, but at the moment I can, and I will, because they see I'm the leader of the company. It's my responsibility. I have to lead them. So they need to have those. I need to show them those skills, and maybe it means I need to get them training. Maybe I need to do a training course on time management. Maybe I need to spend half a day with them with that whiteboard over there and draw up exactly how I'd go about my day and what they should do. And I also leave it open to them too. So if you think you can do this better and you have a better way that works for you personally to manage your time, do it. If you think you can do it better. But if you don't hit your targets, then you're going to go back to doing it my way. Because my way works. Or this way I have been taught, or this course that I have done, go to it. Like I'm sending some of my employees now to a leadership course next weekend. Okay, so I've got some of them going there because I want them to learn to be great leaders, because one day I'm going to step away from this role and I need someone else to step into it to then be able to lead the team in such a way that's impactful and meaningful and going to push the company in the right direction. So everything I'm doing here, it's from a sense of the experience I've had over the last few weeks, but also because I know they're capable of more. I can see them doing more. Why would I not want to encourage that and get them to be the best versions of themselves? Because that can flow on to other aspects of their life, not just in their business. And eventually they're not going to work for me one day. The company's either going to go away or we're all going to die. As we said, we're all going to die. So one day they're not going to be working here. Now, whether that's with me or with another organization or something that maybe they decide to go into a completely different field, that happens too. Cool. You'll be better off as a result of working here.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.